We are live. Welcome out to our beautiful dream team and Miss Nick. How are you going?
Hello, lovely Marie. Hello, everybody that's joining us. I'm actually, as I say every time we do this show, the moment I get on, my spirits just lift and everything that might have been clouding me seems to clear away. And so I'm, as I always say, grateful for the time that we spend here today
Yeah,
and the sharing that we do. It's worth it. It
it
really.
is. It really is. And, it's so lovely. I've had some really nice synchronicities and dreams sent through from Dave in UK and Marie from US. So, which is great. But yeah, I just want to know, how's everyone else been feeling? How are you all going? So I don't know. I know for me, I'm a bit tired. I've been doing a lot of shifts and weekend work, which just to help out in this family. So I am a bit tired. So if I fall asleep, just wake me up. but but no, I'm fine. But yeah, just let us know how you're going. What's been happening for everybody? Nick, how are you going with your beautiful leg?
Well, before I answer that question, it's interesting you said that you've been doing a lot of shifts and you were talking about that in your shifts you've been helping someone shift, as in moving house. So I
Right.
think you've just made it very clear as what's happening for you again.
True.
We are shifting. We're always moving. We're always moving. But these shifts at the moment seem to be, I don't want to say the word heavy, but I think it's so easy to get distracted and once again just step into being present, going, okay, that's happening now, and to see it for what it is. Yeah, I had a bit of a hard week this week. I stumbled across a website that talks about people who've had very similar sort of thing happen, and it made me realise that I'm just still in the infancy phase of this, so I should be patient with it all and don't expect too much. And I did have a dream that showed me that I could walk on my boot, that I was just got up and I just walked on it. No pain, no issues with it. It was like, when someone just plays around and goes, oh, what does that boot feel like? And they've got total mobility. It was like that. So I thought, well, that's a good dream. I like that. But I've been locked out of a lot of my remembering of dreams, even though I've been having them. And I wake up and go, what was that dream? I can't remember them. So whatever's happening for me is just not is preventing me from dwelling on anything apart from maybe just my healing right now and being present. So
So
um,
it's obviously shifting it for you as it's happening, which is
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
And it's
exactly.
lovely when dreams work like that.
That's
So
so true. Yeah, but I am interested to see how people are feeling because
yeah. So
big.
let's see who's on. We've got Marie's on. Hello. Thanks for your beautiful photos and everything, Marie. I've got Christine, we've got Kylie, we've got Gillian, yay. And Marie's
Oh, Marie says it's confusing. Super energized a couple of days, then so exhausted. I had to take multiple naps.
that's a good way to put it, Marie, because I think that's how I've been feeling too. And Jasper wants to come in and say hi. He says, you always forget me. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
no, sorry,
here now.
Jasper.
You're here now. Okay. Yeah, so Kylie, yeah.
Oh, me too. I've been locked out this week. Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
just as in just needing to stay and be inside or whatever it is. So yeah. Oh, we got beautiful Christina on. Hello. So yeah, and it was interesting. Actually, I had the most amazing dream last night. It was awesome. I'm getting more flying dreams, which is so interesting because we were in this situation where I was inside and I was flying and had to be perfectly synchronized with where I wanted to go. And so I was flying and I was showing off. I was just cruising along completely upright around people to see who would notice. And one person went, oh, that's pretty cool. And I went, yeah, it is. So anyway, I'm cruising along. I went, oh, I better land now. So I landed inside this building. I went, oh, I wonder if I can take off again. So I did it just to make sure I could take off again. And I could. And so everywhere I wanted to go. And then there was it was catching buses and doing all sorts of things in this whole different scenario of a city. Did I know it? I don't think I knew it very well. So it was fascinating. But that's like, I've had a couple of flying dreams now in the last few weeks. So, but I couldn't believe me. My little ego was going, haha, I can fly vertical. So I was just like, nee.
Do you ever get the feeling when you're flying, Marie, in your dreams
Yeah.
that you're following like an energy line or something? It's just like, when you fly,
Yeah.
it's not because whenever I've been in a flying dream or whatever, I feel like I'm very much on track. Like it's not like I'm spinning out of control or anything like that. So I often feel that when you're flying, in order to fly, you're so in control of your energy,
Mm.
and that's like a springboard then to move into something else, something different or new, perhaps. That's sort of something I've been thinking about a lot with flying dreams. I haven't had any recently, but certainly had a lot of modes of transport in my dreams. But
Yeah,
yeah,
loads of, and yeah, it was really interesting. There was a lot going on, but it was, it was just fascinating. But yeah, you're right, because I felt completely in control. But because for the first time it was sort of inside, it was a little bit like a library or something like that, and
yeah.
and um and I could just fly wherever I wanted to. So, and
Uh-huh.
I haven't done a lot of inside the like a place. So it was a meeting room. It was something like that. Oh my gosh,
It's
and then the lovers card just come up. So I feel this is actually really connecting into another aspect of myself.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I actually had the lucid thought while I was dreaming, "Oh, when I wake up, I'm gonna see if I can actually fly." I actually had that, like, lucid dream thought.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to do.
And
So
is flying also a metaphor for being able to cross into different realities and different timelines as well?
I would
Because
say so.
it's a freedom thing. We're no longer trapped within this one singularity.
I love that. Yes, you're right. And I'm just reading it from our Betty Bethard's book. So, flying, to dream you're flying means you're out of the body, freed from physical limitations. If you
Mm.
can gain just control of the dream, you may direct your movement and travel into different locations in time space. Well
Oh,
done.
I didn't even read that. That's
I
amazing.
know. The
Wow.
waking state is really the illusion, which we know. Ask any question you want, and the answer will be given to you. Well, that's something for me to remember, because I knew I was lucid dreaming, and so I was just in this place with these different people. So yeah, there you go.
And what does the library actually mean too? Like
Well, it was
straight
more
away
of
you said it. Wow.
information, but it was a meeting place where plans were made, and so it was sort of like a
Yeah.
working out strategy or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I felt like a bit of a visitor. Yes, I had some role to play in some things I was doing, but yeah, it was fascinating. So,
Mm.
yeah, there you go. So that was my dream.
That's definitely interesting. And to me, the library. As soon as you said the library, I was thinking about the Akash as well. But also that meeting place where you meet before you come in, before you're incarnated, and you're deciding on your soul contract and who you'll be working with. But also at a higher level, they're very powerful beings that are working on the architecture of the new Earth as well.
Yes, true, true.
Because they can't manifest it out of a body. That's for
No,
us to do here. So, you were like perhaps checking in on that meeting,
yeah,
and
yeah, it
yeah.
was amazing. It was definitely strategy, and then making choices, and
Mm,
so yeah, it was setting something up. Thank you. You're just triggering me. It was setting up like this. I don't know, like I don't know what it was, whether it was a school or something. But anyway, yeah, so it's
right.
true. So there you go.
Well,
So
I'm sure that'll more and more information will come to fore, and I feel that these dreams are alluding to that they're starting to narrow the gap between us not knowing what we're really doing when we're not when we're not here being present in our body. Yeah.
correct. But the fact it was lucid for me, because I love that. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was being a little smart ass as well. Yeah. Yeah,
Kylie.
it was a round table meeting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kylie. Yeah,
Yeah.
really was.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I knew I was just so happy that I could just do this vertical flying, and it was just like I don't know, just so easy. Lovely. But Dave had a really lovely synchronicity. So, and I read this, but I went, no, I have to put this up because I wasn't getting a lot of it. So I'll get you to read it, Nick. This was something to do with a coworker that he found. All right, so he'd said hello. Then it's like,
Okay, so Dave, hi Dave. Anyway, yeah,
hello,
there
Dave.
is, yeah. Anyways, there is some stuff that is weird. So I started to do energy work more seriously, and you pulled out a four of wands on my dream, and I looked at it. Hold on a second. 2 sticks on one side and on the other. Sorry.
Yeah, two on each side. Yep.
Yeah. I'm doing energy work with YouTube videos, 2 tarot readers and 2 Reiki masters. On the card, the 4 sticks are connected with flowers, so it represents abundance for me. A couple of months ago, I was doing monotone energy work, just working with 741 hertz. But now these Reiki masters are moving my energies, and synchronicities manifest multiple times a day. I remembered a small dream, but my co-worker's synchronicity will give you girls the chills. Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on, let me just make sure. No, I've missed one. I'll have to go backwards. Okay, so this happens sometimes.
He wants to stay anonymous, so let's call him Colonel Mustard. So Mustard is on his journey stage where he questions everything. How does the universe and God work? Sometimes asking for signs that he gets. He took his 2 boys to the barber's for a haircut. The older brother was getting a haircut while he was occupied with the young one. Suddenly, the young one was pointing out
Let me see if this is it.
outside the window and wanted to go out. Mustard couldn't calm him down, so he decided to go while the older brother was getting a haircut. They went the other side to the other side of the road into a church. The church was empty, other than a lady praying up front. That lady walked up to them and started to talk. At the end of their conversation, the lady said, "I have a problem with my son and I was asking for a sign. Thanks to you, I know what to do now." I'm getting very emotional about this.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. So isn't that fascinating? And this is what it's about. It's about when we get a message. So the child got the message to actually, he needed to go for some reason. He was getting a message to go, so the dad followed. And this is what it's about. We need to act when we get that sort of message coming through, and don't squash our children if they're getting that sort of message and it doesn't make sense to us. Just let them. Yeah. So and so this is Dave's.
So to Mustard, that you are asking for a sign. She was it, and she was asking for a sign which you fulfilled. It is beautiful.
Yeah. Perfect. So this is synchronicities in life. So they both got their sign. They both got what they needed. And when we follow our little intuitions and our hits, that's when the synchronicity really flows. So it's so important to do that. So
thanks. That's and I really feel that's so pertinent right now. And I did, ironically, it's always the same, isn't it? I've just got to find the right one. I pulled this card, and this was the first card I pulled actually this morning. And I'll explain it when you just have a close look at it. It's called The Golden Path to Your Reality. Look for I can't read backwards there.
I can read it. Look for the benefits in the impossible.
All right. So the concept of this card is that you are alone in a desert and you suddenly see a light shining, but then you realize that light's your light. And what it's doing is it's showing you how to walk the path towards, where you're meant to be going. And it's like it's a signal inside of you that says, all right, you need to be walking this way now. And also don't ignore, it's about getting the balance right. Don't ignore those little signs, because those signs are there not to be dismissed, but also at the same time, don't jump in blindly. Just take a moment to pause and reflect on it. So, like you said, Maree, the universe worked in a beautiful harmonic way that everybody, Dave, you got something out of it. The father got something out of it. The children got something out of it. And the lady in the church did. I mean, that in itself is a beautiful harmonic way that we're going to be working. And it's a wake-up call, definitely. And children are so tuned in. I mean, they know. So I love following their lead.
Totally. So, yeah, and Christina just said, it's really cool how they both work together and bring out the best in each other. And this is it. When we can work with others and it's not just our own little synchronicity, that's when I find things are so much more powerful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Thank
that's
you.
exactly what we do. We're
Yeah,
doing this here now. We are working together at any moment. And the universe knows we come together at this particular time every day. So it will present certain things that will make it work for us. And even if you don't see anything, it's so subtle sometimes. You just have to be aware of the smallest things and be so present with it. Um, it could just be a word or a nuance, and you'll get a feeling like that. I just got an overwhelming feeling. As soon as he said the boy walked outside and towards the church, it's like I knew there was something about to happen. I could feel it. There was a sense of excitement. And then
yeah.
that beautiful, overwhelmed feeling of like, this is, it's a flood of warmth. So great dream.
Well, it was actually
Dream.
experience that
Well, it
happened.
is. Yeah, but it is to me because this is the dream
Very
we're in.
true.
Yeah.
Our waking reality is where the magic happens, the dreaming happens. So
That's
it's so
exactly
true.
right. Yeah.
I love that. No, thanks, Dave. That's great. So he loves synchronicities, guys. So if you have, even if you think it's tiny or little, send them in or put them up because it starts conversations and it can help other people to get an answer to something they may have been thinking about. So I
Yeah.
love that sharing. It's beautiful. So,
Yeah.
but Marie's had a few beautiful synchronicities.
Oh, wow. Marie says birds are pretty interesting.
So I'll just give you a bit of background on that because Marie, I got her email and I was just emailing her back and she must have still been awake because I had these birds actually just going off around me when I was sending the email. And so there was this very synchronistic moment with it all. And they stopped as soon as I sent that last email. It was really
Oh,
interesting.
wow. Or I probably should say most animals are, if you pay attention, desert grasshoppers are around now. Not sure what they following, but not a mass migration. I was out the back and there was one on the wall. Usually they lean on. Tonight,
She on.
I
Yeah.
usually I lean on, sorry. Tonight there's one on the wall next to my door, just sitting there, not going up to the light for bugs or back to the plants and palm trees for the bugs. I said hi and that he and she's welcome to stay here.
Yeah. That's beautiful. But now there's a dream. So
Okay, I saw two white cockatoos sitting side by side, one behind the other. Another scene was a big square, if green grass was, if green grass with one blooming dandelion. In real life, the very next day, a roadrunner ran across the road in front of my car near home. The first one here. That
I've
night
never
after
seen
dark,
one. Have you ever seen a roadrunner,
never,
Nick? Never.
never,
No. That'd be
no.
so amazing.
That night after dark, something flew up to the top railing. It turns out it was a young desert owl. I haven't seen one in 3 years since I moved back out west. And then
I'm
you've got
going
a
to show
picture there,
you this
Marie.
amazing picture of a desert owl. If you can see it, let me just get rid of that
Oh,
there, that space.
oh,
Isn't that
wow.
just amazing?
Mm,
Beautiful, so beautiful. So there you go. And then so yeah, so I love it. I always, Maria, I agree. I love nature and what they can bring to us as far as confirmation for what we've been talking or asking or thinking about, or just showing us and reminding us to look into the trees and feel the energy, or to, look at what they're doing. It's to me, it's just such an important aspect of life. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Those very hot Harry Potterish that owl, isn't it?
Oh, very Harry Potter-ish. Very. I, I love this one too because remember we've sort of been talking about dreams and dragons and dragonflies and things like that. So this
Mm.
was Marie's dream.
So yesterday I saw a dragon in the clouds.
Hang on a second, I'll just show you the actual dream, the picture of that, so we can have a look at it, and then we can have a closer look when she's actually describing it.
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
So later, several moths were trying to land on me. This morning, I woke to "How Deep Is Your Love" by the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
Isn't
that.
that cool?
So, but
Oh,
I know. So, and Marie, I know you always get your songs. I often will get songs as
yeah.
well.
The
So
top cloud looks like a dragon head out front. Yes,
yeah,
definitely. The
yeah.
long part of the neck that goes up to the wing and
So
outline. And the book says for white cockatoos, just about completed difficult changes, about to launch something.
Interesting, because that's quite specific with the with those cockatoos.
To launch something new and be concise in communication. The dragon is emerging to a new phase of your life, taking more risks and being more vulnerable.
Beautiful. Yeah. So I love it. It's and I really feel that dragonfly energy. I know Kylie's been saying she's had so many dragonflies even inside the house. So to me, there's such a message in that as well for people. So I love that you've actually taken the time to show us photos and what you've been seeing and connecting with it, Maree. It's really beautiful. So thank you. So if anyone else has had any sort of experience with those dragonflies or whatever. And I really feel the dragons and dragonflies, it's like in between realms. They feel very, very like going through doorways, and getting more clarity. And I guess that's, our travel dreams into other realities, places or countries, which is, again, we're trying to, because last week we sort of got so much else up that we didn't really go into that. But maybe this is what they're telling us, that we are more and more and more moving into the true reality of our dreams or other realms, which is what we are. So, we're shapeshifters.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and the dragonflies are out and about in mass around here at the moment. And so I was lying on the grass yesterday and just zoning out, just trying to absorb nature to get outside of the house. And it felt so good just lying there. And the dragonflies were just coming across me, just buzzing across my body. It was just so good.
wow.
I thought, because I have been feeling a little bit in between worlds, to be honest.
Well, you've had to stay still, Nick, and for you, you're usually really quite a busy person. So for you to be still, it's almost like finally you've got this opportunity where your soul, your subconscious is just taking you where it wants to go. Because you've got the time and the space and the sitting still that you don't usually have.
No, exactly. So, and it's funny that because I pulled another card today out of my little spirit animal book, but last week, I think, I don't know where it is now, somewhere in, I tried to shove it back in, there it is. This fell out this morning, of course, and it's once again the dragonfly. Whoa. It fell out of my page of the book. I thought it was so significant. It really wants to show everybody that this is probably the most significant thing in this book right now. And so even though I pulled another card, they're just reminding us that this is a transformational period for all of us. Yeah. And all the cards, all the other cards that I chose today, and I'll talk about them individually if we have time, but all the cards are all about us coming into a creative state and recognizing and starting something new. So perhaps when we look at nature, I mean, nature's constantly evolving without doing or saying anything. It does it so quietly. You can turn around and think, wow, look at that, that's grown.
Yeah.
But you don't always notice it day by day, but it's that faith in knowing that it will grow and it will continue to evolve.
And I love that because, that's us as well, and it's really interesting when I do see my clients and I say to them, oh my goodness, just in a week since I've seen you, I can see the shift and the improvement, even on a physical level or a speech level or whatever it is. And they haven't, because like you said, it's just happening as well. And so that's with us too on all levels.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But so Kylie was just saying there she had those two dragonflies inside. She caught and released them. But
so awesome, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, there's a bright green flying insect with see-through wings. It makes me think of fairies coming around me at night. I love those, but ask them not to come in as they won't live. And they haven't.
And they haven't come in, okay, because there's nothing else under that. So, yeah, it's interesting. And they will talk. It's like they will listen to you. So if you, like, I think Kylie had some ants coming in. So I said, well, just put down some sodium bicarbonate on your actual, the ledge coming into your door. But talk to them. And, I mean, she did. And they haven't been back. Yeah. And so, we can talk to them as a mass consciousness as well, whether it's wasps, whether, they're a little bit harder. But I find the ants and things will actually listen to you. So that's something that I know I do if I need to, is talk to them en masse, and yeah, it worked. It did it. That we can communicate. We're consciousness with them. So
Yeah, and the thing I always get with the animals is when I start to tune in that place of stillness, is I get that feeling of I no longer have to say anything to them. I just feel their love and their support and what they're here for and the connectedness of it. And it's sort of like, oh, gee, that's a hard space to be in as a
yeah,
human. It
yeah,
really is. It's like, whoa, how do you do that? Because we've
yes,
been so much in our mind all the time, and it's just come back into the heart. And that's immediately what I get whenever I tune into a tree or a mushroom or an insect or a bird. It doesn't matter what it is. It's always the same feeling as like, I don't need to say anything. There's dragonflies flying around in front of me right now.
no
You know,
way. I love
yeah,
that. It's so cool.
yeah, they're
It's
just checking in that
yeah.
they're here.
And I feel too, once we have a more of a remembrance and a deeper knowing about what they're representing, then of course we're gonna attract that, into our energy field, into our reality. So
Yeah.
and this is why I think the dragon has been so important lately. So, but I just pulled an animal magic card, and Marie, I have to say,
Oh,
the owl came up.
oh my gosh.
So isn't that just gorgeous? And the owl is truth
Yeah,
and connection and remembering into the ancient. So
yeah,
yeah, so there you go, more synchronicities.
absolutely.
So,
It's
yeah. What
because
were your
the
what were
last
your
bit I heard. Sorry.
what were your other cards, Nick?
Oh, yeah. The last bird I heard this morning before I got out of bed, woke up. Sorry, was an owl. We have
Oh wow.
we've got a few different owls, but I know the differences of them, and it was beautiful. I just went, oh, thank you. Okay, so I'll show you all of them at once because I feel that they're all connected. So you saw the first one about the golden path to reality, and then the other cards that I pulled. So this is called the gifts of life. Enjoy the scenery. Roads have turns. So that card is basically saying that you can look at a road and it's a long journey, and this is our concept of linear time, like time is passing, when's this going to happen? But in actual fact, if you look at the road as the width, how wide that road is, it's about the experiences you have along it as you're going along your path and your journey. It's destined for you to be going along that path, but you get to widen it and have those experiences, and that's where those subtle things come in to enjoy just every little thing. Be mindful of everything, and what it will do is will open up that creativity. So this card, if you see all the different colors, and there's a lot of movement going on to me in that card. Not only the path to me looks like water, like a
Me too.
river as well, but around it is all this activity. You can see it as a city, you can see it as people, you can see it as just patterns of movement, of energy, but it's all about our creativeness, and we're tapping into that now, and we're learning how to create our future, how create our reality. And
Yeah.
so the other card that I pulled, which was the animal card here, is the electric eel. I've never pulled this card before.
Okay, can we go back to the other card first quickly? Can you just tell me what the words are at the bottom of the card as well?
Enjoy the scenery, roads have turns. So rather than just being focused on time passing and what's coming next, concentrate on the breadth of experience that we're having here, because
Yeah.
it's all there. It's all meant to be there.
So and I thought I saw a man with his arm outstretched as well. So do you want to just
Oh
read Julie?
yeah, yeah. The path looks like a man with his arm outstretched.
It does. It's really like, even in the background, you can see that beautiful big figure, and then there's another man down there. I think it's on the left of the screen. It's really fascinating. So yeah, and Marie also
Yeah.
sees the water and trees look like mountains. They do. I was seeing them as mountains, Marie. I didn't even realize they were trees. It's so
No,
crazy.
I didn't see them as trees either.
But
Funny enough.
isn't it lovely to get that such different perspectives of it? So
Yeah.
yeah. And sorry, so keep going with your other one.
Well, this is strongly connected. So the
Okay.
eel, the electric eel. So eels give us a shock. So it's sort of like we're being pushed and shocked back into ourselves and our energy of creativity. And what that means, it's not just I don't mean just picking up a paintbrush. It's our ability to create our reality. And the eel is doing that for us right now. And it's like it's time, everyone. It's time to tap into what we as creators can do. And that first card that I pulled is saying just that. It's like the light is within you. That creative spark is within you. So start it. And it might take a little while for it to, it might not be what you think at first, because you will veer off a path. But here's the funny thing is I pulled this other card, and it's the bananas.
Again, we had that, didn't we? That's awesome.
And so in terms of duality, it doesn't mean we're stuck in duality. It means that we're recognizing our shadow is equally as important as the gifts that we have and, you know, our true essence. And it's about using both aspects of that to create something new within ourselves. All these cards are about creating new realities, every single one. And this even comes with a fun little activity, a creative activity, which is where when you eat a banana, what you do is as you peel up the skin, you take a photo of the inside of the skin, and then you can take a print. You can use paint or ink or whatever, it doesn't matter, that stains, and press the skin onto something and put a print. And they say to observe the two of them. They're like one's a shadow of the other. That's the duality. And see what messages come through. And I thought, I never
banana
thought.
reading. Wow, that's cool.
But see, it's like that. The eel's gone, bing, it's just triggered something new in us. And that's how we leapfrog. But it's happening. And the dragonfly does that for us. That's exactly, the dragonfly takes that leap from being underwater to in the air in one hit. Doesn't go on land, doesn't walk on land like every other animal. Will have a moment or two as a body. Yeah, but it doesn't. So yeah, we're having dragonfly moments.
I love that. Yeah. And it's great. This is a great reminder for us all to be very mindful with our thoughts, to express what we want, not what we don't want. You know, and I just know now, I see, oh yeah, there's going to be that parking spot right there when I want it, and this will happen. And if I'm thinking about going to get something or taking someone somewhere, I will get shown exactly which shopping center to go to, and I just know I have to go there. There's nothing else that's popping into my mind. It has to be that particular area, or it has to be that part of the beach, or I just trust it now. And this is about our faith and our knowing that we can trust ourselves. Like your very first card, we are our own light. And it's, you know, just, you know, when things come, like something came up for me last week and I got really angry and peeved off with God. And I went, well, it's me. Oh my gosh, this is me. Okay, so what part of me don't I trust fully that with something that's going on? And it was great. I got angry and I got upset and I went, good, you've felt it now. Now you can actually take some time and you know, go in and just look and see what's actually going on for you. And once I did that, then it was released and okay, I can trust again. So we have to go through these experiences. Like, we're human and this is what it's about. So it's how we get deeper trust, is by letting go of it and then looking for it again in something.
And as you say, Maree, you can't get bogged down in it either. You have to you recognize it, you feel it, and move through it. But this is the trick right now. We're getting everything is being thrown at us as a collective, and it's up to an individual perspective as to what you do with it. And see, for me, it's quite easy to step back and laugh at the whole situation right now, because I can see what's going to unfold. And I have that gift and ability to see it. And I'm grateful for that. But I know not everybody is at that point yet. And I have to let them go through that phase. In fact, it's important for them to go through that. And even though I just feel like saying to them, what are you worrying about? Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's going to be fine. This is all part of it. Let it play out. Just wait. You'll see. You'll see. But if I mention it to them in that way without actually trying to convert them into what I see, it allows them that scope to go, okay, so there is some hope. And I'll tell you something really funny about those synchronicities. And I just thought of it now, was that, so I went to the cinema. My husband had booked tickets for four of us to go, and it's a flicker fest. It's a comedy festival. There was nothing funny about any of it, funny enough. Maybe I laughed for 30 seconds throughout the whole entire show. But they tend to be very black comedy these days, which is unusual. There was one, of course, in there about a foot and having to go to the podiatrist and having surgery on a foot and all that. And I just thought, oh, what is that about, really? And so I go to sit down. I've got my wheelchair, and they've got a little spot at the back for wheelchairs, and they bring another chair in for Mark to sit next to me. And on the other side of me was this couple that came in. It's all very much a local cinema.
Yeah.
And they started talking. She said, oh, what have you done to your leg? And I explained. And she said, oh, I broke my ankle too, really badly. And it was just amazing. I thought, here I am talking, sitting next to someone that's had a very similar experience. And then she said, how did you do it? And I said, oh, well, I slipped on the edge of the pool. I was cleaning leaves. She said, well, my husband does that as a full-time job.
Oh, no.
Having a little laugh, and I just thought, isn't it funny? You just sort of the way that things are positioned for you in life. And I thought, well, what does that mean? And all it's showing me is that we do create our reality.
You created that from within your energy field. You created those people sitting next to you that have that story and that experience.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
This is how amazing it is. I know, down to the details.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, what it taught me about that situation was not that I gained anything major out of the interaction, was that perhaps at times in my life where I was completely in the machine, in the mechanism, you know, the industrial movement of just going to work and doing it and not thinking and being conscious, that I would never have seen those synchronicities. I probably wouldn't have experienced them because I hadn't created them. So we are master creators. We need to get out there now and start creating what we want to see and not get bogged down in all this noise that's going on. It's not for us.
Absolutely. It is not for us. And connect with people more, communicate with people. You know, you just don't know. If you get an urge to say hi to someone and, hey, go and do it. You know, just, create. And that way I feel we're creating community, even if we're not living in the same area or doing the same things. It's creating that conscious community. Yes. So which is, you know, sometimes that's even better because it's so serendipity.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love it.
And you should never underestimate your vibration, that you hold, your energy field is very unique to you. And when you're in a situation, like you said, Marie, you're drawn to a place, particular spot in a shopping centre or wherever, and like that boy with the church, that you're meant to be somewhere because you're sharing your energy field with someone else, which then sparks something new. And we're sparking it new everywhere. So just know that, oh my God, I'm this incredible spark of light out there.
Well, we're the electric eel.
Yes, we are. That's exactly right. Yeah.
We're the electric eel, and we have to remember that. So listening to that guidance and just following it, even if it might feel a bit crazy, just do it because that's part of the adventure. So, which is really cool. But and now, Christina, you had a little dream. Let's share this one.
Oh, Christina, I had this morning. I was with Ryan in a field, and as we looked up to the sky, there was an airplane without wings. And it was spinning, and we were like, oh, no, it's about to crash. And the next second, we were up in the clouds and looking to one side of us, and the sky had very dark red and brown clouds. Pretty scary, just getting closer and closer, and we were like, something really big is about to happen. And I woke up.
Wow.
Damn it.
I know, but I'm just interested how many weeks pregnant are you now, Christina? But I think you're still a way off. So, but interesting that you're with Ryan and being in a field. To me, this is like being able to see things clearly, expansiveness. And what's an airplane without wings, Nick? What are you getting with that one?
Wow, wings create stability in a plane.
Yeah.
And when you remove a wing, it lacks that stability. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to crash. I don't feel that was the case. I just feel that you might be pushed off your balance for a little while, or something has potential to see that there's imbalance going on around you. But as you said, it didn't crash.
Yeah. So, and I'll read out what it says in the book to you as well, Christina, if you haven't looked it up. An airplane, any flying aircraft, indicates spiritual awakening, soaring to new heights, which is exactly what you did when you went up above the clouds. Note whether the plane is on the ground, up in the air, taking off or landing. The position reflects your spiritual awareness or perception concerning a particular problem or situation. So I would say if you've got something going on in your life that you're sort of asking questions about or whatever, I would say that you've sort of been showing a different perspective and being above that brown and red clouds. Now, what are red and brown colors? They're grounding colors. They're base chakra, family, safety, all of that stuff. So feeling like something really big is going to happen, you know, this could be an opportunity for you. You might be going through a shift at the moment, and this could be an opportunity for you to have a different perspective of it. So I don't know if anyone else is getting anything, just let us know. But anything else, Nick? I'm going to do some cards for Christina
Yeah.
on this.
I'm getting two things for you, Christina. Actually, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. There's very
Yep.
strong messages coming through, which is exactly what that means. But there's something about either William or your other baby that's going to bring stability to this situation because they know how to do it. They know how to have their head in the cloud and feet on the ground all the time.
They do, don't they? They live in other realities and yet still manage to make the most joy out of this reality.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, I feel it's family too with the colours, but it's your perception of something.
There's
I
a
don't know.
nervous energy about this, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's like, have you got a fear about something that you haven't really expressed yet, or talked about, or even acknowledged fully within yourself? Let's just have, I don't know. Let's have a little look. So, and Kylie's just said, I'll put this up while I pull some cards.
I felt a rocket. Something is coming in fast.
You're definitely going through a transition, whether it's spiritual, whether it's, and it's creating, for me, it can take time, but for me, it's creating a little bit of fear. There's something within you that you need to just stop and have a look at. So, yeah, it's really interesting because we've got our Five of Wands. So this is whether there's something going on around you that's a little bit, there's change going on. There's some action being taken for change. But, okay, this one's hot. Let me just, this one. Yeah, and it's scaring you because the Three of Swords has come up. It's almost like your heart's like, oh, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Am I going to have any issues? So just work on it. Eight of Pentacles. Just go in, just ask that aspect of you to come up, and just see if you can actually see it from a different perspective. I don't think it's going to be as big as you're feeling or as you're thinking. It may not have even come up yet. Like the opportunity may not have come up for you to be able to go, oh, I didn't even realize that was within me. So yeah, like just like let us know if you've had anything going on. But I feel it's going to be okay. You're being shown on a spiritual level that this is something that it's either an experience you want or something that you've actually wanted anyway. It's just bringing in some fear. And it could be clearing something. Yeah, just contemplate. Queen of Pentacles. Contemplate what's going on in your reality, all right? And get out of your head and drop into what's actually going on. Get a different perspective. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps, but because that's a fairly big dream.
It is, and I feel like I can feel it, Christine. I can feel it. It's just it's that anxiety. There's like it's the fear of what's coming, perhaps. But all I'm getting is just big breath, big breathing, really big controlled breaths, just to bring you back into your body again.
Yeah. Okay. And so, and the moon cards come up. So this can be when something is a little out of place, but it's there to actually help us go through the shift and to trigger us. And then that beautiful Four of Wands has come up again. This is a beautiful safe home. This is celebration. So because of action that you've taken. So when the moon card comes up, don't be afraid of it. Just go, oh, there's an opportunity for me coming up for me to do some shifting.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I know it's interesting, isn't it, when our dreams are showing us something and maybe it's subconscious. It's almost like, this is funny, I just split the cards. You're feeling like it's a tower moment.
Yeah.
It's quite a big change, but we can get caught up in the emotions of that rather than just being the observer. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know, I hope that helps. So yeah.
And, you know, when people do cards for you like that, and quite often when you're hearing the messages, like when Marie is talking about it, as she's talking about it, it's like it feels so right and true. And then you have to contemplate. And sometimes you sort of think, well, but I have more questions. I need more answers. But the answers are there within you. And quite often that process is enough to trigger that knowingness in our bodies, whether it's releasing something, it's getting that aha moment. And those aha moments are really significant now. They're the ones that we really are paying attention to, and what do they mean. You may not work out all of it, like what it all means, because it's so complex. But yeah, if you can just stop for a moment and reflect and you think, what does this really mean for me? You'll get that message. It's what we're designed for. We're created to get the message.
Totally.
Interesting, Marie, you talk about that moon card. I thought about this last night a lot. Oh, she's 32 weeks.
32 weeks. So you're getting there, honey. You're getting there. And yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, just out of that beautiful head of yours and drop. Yeah.
And what I was getting when you pulled the moon card is the same feeling that Christina might be getting. I got that last night because I was trying to work out where I was with my foot after having a bit of a couple of paining sort of days, and then got clarity again. But the moon card, the moon boot, and I thought the moon boot's coming up for me. It was like, I can't wait to get out of this one to get in the moon boot so I can start walking. And I thought, the moon boot, the moon, it's like the moon. Does it have to be the moon? Can I call it something else? And I thought, no, it's meant to be that for me. And it's a little bit like what you're saying. You're on a journey at the moment, 32 weeks. That's a journey. And I'm on my journey as well. We all are. So I feel that this is a very important message coming through for all of us now, is that we're going to have these breakthrough moments that don't feel necessarily always comfortable in us, but they're there to show us something.
Absolutely. And yeah, so this is Christina's.
Thank you, ladies. Yeah, it is more subconscious for sure, because I didn't think I have anything bad happening in my life. But yes, I have to contemplate and go inward. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, so no, that's perfect. And you can always ask your little one, inside you, if because that soul isn't necessarily fully attached to the physical body, and the soul is wise. So why don't you chat to it? Have a chat and just see if there's anything that needs to be cleared that you don't know about. So which is perfect. They're such wise. They're wise. They're souls.
Because they're not coming in with karma.
No.
So they have a very different perspective to what we have. I mean, could you imagine not having any karma, and you've come into this world, and you're looking at somebody that's trying to break through and free from theirs, which we can do because I believe we're free of it now. But and it's like, you'll be okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it, because that's how they see it. Yeah. So yeah, getting the balance right at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting if you did connecting, because I know you have that skill to actually connect in and ask that's the soul of your beautiful new being that's coming through you. Just for if there's anything that you need to know or understand or remember, and if there's any messages, that's what I would do. So love it.
Well, this is going to be interesting to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, it will be. So, but I don't see anything bad at all in your life. I feel this is subconscious. So, and Jillian had a dream.
Oh, I had a few dreams where a man was drawing squares and stacking them on top of each other. The blocks made stairs that are also a boundary. They were transparent and interlinked, and I could see the outlines. He kept on telling me I was a crow.
Wow. So straight away, the squares on top of each other is so fascinating. It's like building a strong foundation, because a square's 4 sides. Number 4 is a foundation. So yeah, and it was a man. So this is to me, this feels like, if we're looking at it from your point of view, it could be the masculine aspect of you, and that the blocks made stairs that were also a boundary. Wow. So it's okay. So Nick, what are you getting with this?
I actually feel like it's on a few different levels.
Yeah, me too. This is what it's a little bit more complex.
Even because we are creating levels, actually. So yeah, you're seeing that level of stacking. There's stacking going on right now. You've got the foundations, you've got the boundaries, you've got it's an exploration into building something new as well within boundaries, like understanding what we're no longer willing to put up with, and
Yeah.
and we're creating our new foundation, our new structure. But there's something more to it, Tracy.
Yeah, and it was funny because I did get this slight feeling, and when I looked up the book with it, the square boxed in, too square or controlled, but the fact that it's steps that's making the boundary, it's almost like you're going to have a different perspective from the different levels. It's a balance in partnerships. It says C4 in numbers, or a balance of our elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Now, the fact that he was telling you you're a crow, what do crows do? Number one, they fly. Okay, so you can go out beyond the boundary to get an even bigger perspective. The crow, to me as well, in our animal magic cards, the crow is white magic, and it's often remembering ancient gifts, ancient aspects within our soul. It's time maybe to bring them up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And that's why transparent interlinked are there, because that's that ability to move through those boundaries. They're there as not a filter, but as I can feel it. It's a feeling rather than a word. It's like that plasma layer we have around our atmosphere. It's
yeah,
there as a protection, but we can still cross that barrier at any time we want. We're not stuck within a box anymore. With
yeah.
this,
Interesting, and I just looked up because it's raven in the book, but to me the crow and raven are similar. So it's about releasing of fear related to dabbling in areas of the unknown, or releasing outdated attitudes and religious dogma, as well as memory-based pain that embeds genetic disease in your patterning. So, and I know we've all been doing so much deep lineage work, and even if we don't realize we have been. So it's just, yeah. But you're seeking answers are on the path of the spiritual seeker. So Raven supports you to hold, understand, and master the healing powers, mysteries, and magic of the black ray or the void. And I always see the void as the place we go to release, but then to also create. It's the feminine, it's the magic, it's the spider magic as well. But that's crow raven magic. So I don't know. I feel like that you may be going into a little bit deeper, some aspect of yourself. And as Nick's been talking about, our manifesting ability and creativity in actually creating our own life. So I feel that you're maybe tapping into something like that and being able to go outside those boundaries by seeing a different perspective. Start flying. Ask for a flying dream.
yeah,
That's what I do.
yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely see that there. This is also because of it. It's you're moving into this understanding or this knowing of how to do it. I felt like he was telling me I now had boundaries. Yeah.
No boundaries. Yeah. I had
No boundaries, right?
no boundaries, I think it was. Yeah. So beautiful. No boundaries. Yeah, that's what she's put up. Absolutely. And I think for me, the way that I actually let go of boundaries when I haven't even known I've had them is by being able to see them. And I go,
Yes.
oh, why
Oh
have
my
I
gosh. Yes, absolutely.
always had this here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it just opens up a whole new aspect to
Yeah.
play with in life.
It
So I
does.
love this for you. It's really cool.
I want to share with you. I have a little section in the back of the book where I write my own interpretations of things. And this is all to do with shapes and geometry, because I found the book was lacking a little bit in that. I think it was just maybe the phase when the book was written, but I'm getting, because I get a lot of geometry coding in my dreams and have done for a while. So basically, I've written down here, if it's geometric of any form, at the raw core, we are geometric shapes, energy as patterns and living colors. So it's a kaleidoscope. So depending on what you get, and then the shapes are, if it's geometric, it's raising vibration, connection with God, the universe, bring new found awareness and growth, connect closer to your true self, higher consciousness, success, wisdom, eternity, wholeness, unity, related to a location or an object as well. So I just wanted to add that in to start.
Nice.
If we're getting dreams to do with shapes.
Interesting. That could be our next week's little heading. Like, take note of shapes within your dreams and also within your waking time, like what is jumping out at you. I love that. That's such a good idea. Can you remind me, Nick, because I'll forget when I go. Oh, next week we're not here. Holy guacamole. It's Easter. It'll be the week after. So you've got 2 weeks to play with your dreams, everyone, to actually bring up, go and look in for shapes and because the platonic solids, the 5 platonic solids are what makes up every aspect of our physical reality. And it comes through our energetic field, through our beautiful Merkaba, our light body. So
yes, the Metatron's cube contains all of those solids within it, and that's the architecture of reality, of how it's created. So there's a lot in that, and I feel that we're stepping into that knowingness of it and what that means. And we have to fly to be able to see it. We have to completely remove the boundaries that we've put ourselves, we've allowed to have happen to us for a good reason too. I'm not saying it's all bad. To now see what's possible.
So, and I just want to pop up what Christina's added in.
Yes, I'll do that as well. Chat to the baby spirit too. I've been doing it throughout the pregnancy, not in the last week or so.
Interesting. Okay. It'd be really cool. So let us know. Let us know what happens. But wow. So goodness me. Well, I'm going to just pull a card. I'm not going to do a meditation today because we're nearly finished. But I will pull a card for everyone to contemplate over the next 2 weeks. I think give us something to work with over Easter, because Easter can be a really tough time for people, sometimes with family, if they, it can be a lonely time. It can bring up, anxiety, feelings of abandonment, because it's such a big, long holiday break. And if you don't have people around or whatever, it can feel weird. So you maybe be extra kind to people over Easter. Maybe just tap into them and just ask how they're going. Give them a compliment. Even if it's random, trust. Whatever your intuition says, even if you're going, I'm going to feel really weird, do it. If that's what you're getting told to do, you do not know how that might help somebody. So that's what I'm getting for Easter is kindness and connection. Okay. So I'm just going to pull one of our beautiful chakra cards so that we can also do some connecting in. And I feel this is going to be for the collective. That one. How beautiful. It's a Ganesh and it's abundance, number 8.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Isn't that just stunning? So I'm going to actually just do a bit of a read for people. But the abundance is exactly what Nick's been talking about today as well, is that create abundance in joy, create abundance in nature, create abundance for yourself to experience. And then what happens is we just pass that on to others. Now, this is interesting that I was just getting, that we need to be kind to people, because the base chakra is family. Base chakra is feeling secure and safe. And base chakra is obviously abundance. And when we carry that energy, it helps others. It reminds others. So the base chakra, you have pulled this card today as a reminder that abundance is available for you at all times. It is your natural state of being to resonate at this expansive vibration. The world and the universe is a playground of abundant energy, which is available to you in each moment of each day. If you have been stuck in a conscious state of not being able to attract and manifest your heart's desires, know that the door of abundance is wide open and inviting you to step inside. You are a co-creator with the universe and can manifest in abundance anything you require at this time. If the bills have been piling up and there seems to be a lack of finances to go around, know that abundance is at hand. Abundance comes in many forms, not just money. Love, joy, gratitude, and healing are here for you now. Take a moment today to tune into and feel and acknowledge the abundance in your life. Become aware of how you may be sabotaging or shutting yourself off to this powerful energy, and do what is required to allow this flow to occur once again. You may wish to ask your angels for help to clear any blockages. I personally ask my own divine wisdom, and if I need to, if I feel it's a little bit too big for me with something going on, then I'll do some kinesiology, or I'll connect in with gargoyles or dragons, whatever it is that makes me feel safe, to then feel I can drop deeper to let that block out or know about it. You can do a guided meditation or even work with some powerful crystals. like citrine or jade. You are deserving of this abundance in your life now and always. It is your natural birthright. Abundance is showering its blessings upon you now and always. Be open and receive its light. Don't you love that? There's the card again, just to have one more look. So whatever you see in that card is absolutely pertinent for you. Beautiful. Well, on that note, okay, so this is, so I'll just pop this up before we go.
Oh, I love it, Gillian says. I have been having dreams that we have all been feeding each other exotic foods. Abundance. Yes.
Love that. So, and Kylie's got something to leave us with, which is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the mantra Om Gam Ganapate Nama. Lord Ganesha.
Clear the
Ganesha.
way. True. And
Yeah.
connecting into that. Yeah. So beautiful.
Mm.
So on that note, we will say have a beautiful holiday and Easter, whatever, however it is you celebrate. And thank you all for being here. You know, you're so loved being part of this dream team.
Yeah.
And Nick, thank you. And we are still sending you lots of love and healing energy.
I'll take it all.
Yeah,
I'm
but
receiving and I'm taking it in and integrating it. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
beautiful,
Thank you,
beautiful.
Marie.
And Jasper just says if anyone needs to tune in to him over the next couple of weeks, feel really free. He loves it. So, yeah. But all right, we will see you in either on Elisa's show tomorrow or in 2 weeks' time.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Lots of love.